Alright, what's up guys? In this video we're going to be finishing up our application and finishing up the GraphQL React front end for this. So the last thing we wanted to do was actually just to get that button working. So this is going to be working in the home component. So we have this. This is going to actually work. It's going to actually create secret burritos. The hard thing, or not the hard thing, but the more difficult thing is to actually show the burritos right underneath. How are we going to get that? And we're going to be doing this with a query. It's going to be kind of similar to the get tacos query, where we're going to get secret burritos query, and it's going to run whenever the component is loaded. But if you remember how we did it here, we didn't have like a all secret like there's only all tacos, there's not all secret burritos, because you want to get it for the user, and you'd actually use a viewer, and in the viewer you can get the ID, the email, but more importantly what we actually want, and we can actually just cut this out because we're actually not interested in it whatsoever. This will save on the data that we're getting, is to get the secret burrito, and again we don't actually care about the ID, so we just grab the size. So we run that, it'll tell us we're not authenticated, that's fine, because we only really want to do this, we just wanted to format it. So now we can paste that in there, and that's how we're going to be getting the secret burritos. We're going to get this viewer, this is basically authenticate, make sure we're in there, we're logged in okay. And then we can get the burritos for that user. So then let's create the function for that. It's basically the same thing. Secret burritos, get secret burritos, GraphQL, get secret burritos query. And in the props here, we have data, and I'm just going to call it secret burritos data. And then up here, we're going to have to add extra options. Force fetch is equal to true. Now what this does is, if you remember when I was talking about the fetching up here, well, we're going to want to fetch the same way. props.secretburritos.refetch. After we create a burrito, we want to show it, refresh the UI, and pull it down. Now remember when I was talking about the tacos, is we actually had it was getting cached. When we added the create taco, it actually knows about that we created a taco, and then it can just grab it from cache. When we create a secret burrito, our local Apollo doesn't know who is logged in. It doesn't know which viewer added a secret burrito. So we actually have to refetch from the server and redo this whole query, because we need to get the viewer then the secret burritos. So to force it not to use cache, we have to do force fetch is equal to true, and that'll work for us. Now we also just need to add this. Now that we have it, we can add it to our view. So we come back up here, we can say let secret burritos is equal to an empty array, and then we're just going to do the same exact thing. Secret, oh, and we also need to get this from our props, so secret burritos, oops, we need to call this secret burritos list then. So secret burritos dot viewer, if that exists, then we're going to say secret burritos list is equal to the viewer, and then the actual burritos themselves. Oops, went down too far. And then we're going to do the same thing we did here. So right underneath this button here for handle secret burrito, we're going to say secret burrito list, and then in our pre-tag, get the secret burrito list. Okay, so we just added this guy right here underneath. So if we come back over here, let's see if we can see, oh, cannot read property of viewer undefined. So secret, did I spell it wrong? Secret, oh, we need to compose it. Get secret burritos. Get secret burritos. So we just need to add that so it actually runs. And here we go. Okay, no record found for ID. Interesting. I've never seen this error before. So this looks like, so let's debug this together. So we're getting a problem with an ID. First, I'm curious to know, I'm assuming that means create secret burrito does not work. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to comment out this, refresh, rerun, and see if we get the error. We get it once. Okay. So it's a problem with the create secret burrito, or is it a problem with the query? So I'm trying to figure out if it's the query or it's the mutation. And we kind of need this. So I'm just going to, the best way. So we're getting a new error. Okay, so I think it's, we weren't getting it before. I actually don't think. So for whatever reason, it doesn't like our query, I believe. So it's not liking this. Possibly because we don't have an ID. So I'm going to try adding an ID here and see if that does anything for it. Or maybe it doesn't like, because I'm not passing the ID of the burritos. Possibly. Because it's only when I push the button. When it loads, it's fine. So maybe it's not this. It could be in our main. So I'm going to pop back over to our main. That's where we created the mutation here. So it could be a problem with this. Create secret burrito size, ID size. I'm gonna just add a semicolon. I should have added semicolons to all of these. So to make sure I'm not actually creating secret burritos every time, I'm just gonna log in here with my Bob and make sure Bob is doesn't have secret burritos. Bob, password, Bob. Run that. Gets our token. We can also get data, secret burritos. Okay, so the problem is when we're creating the secret burritos, it could be because we logged in and like there's an old token or something, so I'm going to re-log in with Bob, create my taco. Okay, no record found for ID. The other thing is I could have maybe messed up my account. So let's create a new user. We'll call this Tom. And does he get a... So it creates, it logs him in, but we still get no record found with the ID. Let's see. So I'm not sure what the problem is. I'm going to continue debugging this, and if you're interested in knowing how I debug this, I'll keep recording and I'll show you guys how I figure out this problem, because I think it's interesting kind of see how you go about debugging when you get a problem like this and you have no idea where it's coming from. If you just want to know what the answer is, I'll create a video. I'll add a video at the end just showing you how I fix this, and you can just skip to the next video if you want to see what the problem was. But okay, let's keep digging into this. Oh, I comment this out. Let's comment this out too. This means the button isn't doing anything. That should. Oh, so it's literally just the refetch then. The refetch is causing the problem. So could it be, you can also the email, I guess. I don't think that's the problem. No record found. The viewer, the ID, all tacos. Trying to think what else would cause this. Because we're just fetching. It's funny because the first fetch works, but then the second one doesn't. So I'm curious. It's only when we call refetch and we refetch. Oh. Okay, so notice how, oh no, we should get home. Never mind. We need to be home. So secret burritos, refetch. I just want to make sure, okay, create taco still works, but this guy's broken. I'm just going to get rid of that option real quick, just to see if it gets rid of our error. No record found for ID. Okay. But if we don't refetch, we don't get that problem, right? No, we still get a problem even though we're not What if we do nothing? Okay, that's fine. Create secret burrito. So when I call create secret burrito, okay, I'm just going to comment allow the code out here. So get rid of that, get rid of that, and then get rid of this chunk. So that gets basically just killed the query. I am now only creating the burrito. Okay, so that doesn't work. So this could be a problem with the code over here then. So let's double check this. So this is in our main JavaScript folder. So I have a mutation. So this is the actual mutation that's being run. Mutation, create secret burrito, size huge, bring the ID, that looks okay. And then down here, own props, mutate, console.log, we're logging the result, log hi. I want to see if it gets to this point. It doesn't, so it doesn't even mutate. Let's see if it gets to this point. Console.log before mutation. No record. Okay, so the before mutation works. It's actually when we mutate. It doesn't like it. Own props, mutate, create secret burrito down here. Okay, so I'm not seeing anything in particular, so I'm just going to restart npm restart the server. So this is the server that we're talking to. Just going to restart that. Okay, still same problem. Let's create another user now. Sign up Bud. No record found for ID. Okay, so I want to just go to my server real quick, turn that off. Data, users. Okay. I wonder if this empty one is just messing it up. I don't think it is. So what is the ID? It's no record found for ID 9063. So that's not the ID of these guys. So I got rid of the empty email thing that we created. I don't think that was what was causing it. Yeah, still a problem. Some kind of error when it mutates. Maybe, let's try this. Maybe in the login page, I'm only getting the token here. Let's try also, no, I was gonna say also we could try getting some data. Like how many burritos they have. But I don't think that'll do anything. Right now I'm thinking it could maybe be like our store. Or maybe the reducer. So let's go up to reducer, to the index reducer. Just look over this code. We're connecting to the right place. I'm assuming the authorization isn't working. So we should be getting a token. Local storage. Did I spell it right and everything? Yep. Get item token. So if we come over to security, no. Where is it? Profiles, oh, here we go, application. Okay, so it has our actual token here. That's good. Okay, let's actually, when it does create secret burrito, it should need to authenticate. That's correct. Huh. So rec.options.headers authorization is correct. Network interface. Okay, let's just Google this error then. That would be the next thing because I can't seem to figure it out on my own. GraphQL error, no record found for ID. Let's see what Google says. No record for ID. And just like I scanned through here, I'm not seeing anyone with a similar error. That's weird. Okay. Possibly I'm going to try restarting just this. Wait. Secret burrito. Oh, that's our other thing. That's fine. I don't think refreshing does anything. Still no record found. Okay, let's try this. Let's make sure, I'm just going to compare this to login page. I'm going to compare this to the interactive one. Because in the interactive one, if we can create burritos, we should be able to create burritos anywhere theoretically, because this is the same thing as an interactive query. We're just doing it a different way. So here, data secret burritos size. Okay. So I'm going to come in here and I log in with Bob. I should see no burritos. Okay, so let's escape the burritos, okay? So now I want to try creating a burrito, which we can just copy the mutation. Copy the mutation over. Okay, so the only thing is our token's missing. So you can open up Postman. And we're going to try posting to create a secret burrito. Post request, body, we'll do JSON, token, and we'll grab the token here. And then our query, which is right here. We did a comma, good. We'll escape it. It's janky editor. Okay, now go. What is this? Oh, wrong thing. We were posting to the wrong thing. Okay, so it actually created it. It actually created the burrito. That's really weird. So when we come, can we go back, log in, we now see a burrito for Bob. And if I log in, now see one burrito for Bob. Create secret burrito, still error, cool. So, okay, so it's something we're doing wrong in this client. Create secret burritos. There's something wrong with this. So, before I even do that part, now that we know there are burritos, let's try displaying it. So, refetch this part. This part. We're going to try querying and see if we can show them. So one burrito should pop up here if the query worked. Interesting, very interesting. Did it run? Get secret burritos. So to see what happened here, we can just click on secret burritos. Error. And we get the no record found for ID. So we're still getting this weird error thing. So the fact that it's happening on both these mutations leads to me to believe that it has something to do with our authentication. It's not working, which would again be with, would anything be wrong with our store maybe? Look, there's not really much going on here. I'm going to say this is fine. It's possibly maybe our index page, or possibly, I'm really leaning towards I did something wrong in the reducer. So I'm just going to go to my GitHub and then see what I put as the code there, and we're just going to copy it over. Reducers, copy. We don't need this thing there. Okay. We still get the problem. So it's not something wrong with the index page, or sorry, not the index page, the root index. Is it possibly this index page? So now I'm just going to compare them side to side, because I have this working over here. Store client history, app home login page, sign up, client history. Okay, this all looks fine. The only other thing I can think of is maybe I messed up one of the components. So the component I would have messed up would have been main, I guess. Looks like just about the same code. Let's copy it over then. Same problem. Okay, so it's not this component either. Is it possibly, I don't think I did anything for app. Let's check out app. No. Bind, connect, main, map. We don't need this part. Actions. Okay, that one's fine. Maybe the login page I messed up something? Possibly it doesn't. But then like it looks so good. Secret burritos. Like we can manually put it in like I did here, but this is something else. Own props. The variables email, password. Oh my gosh, guys. I see where I messed up. It's right here. I forgot to actually put the token in. .local storage .token is equal to data.login .token. There we go. I had some old token in there or something from a different project. That's what we needed right there. Result is not defined. We don't need you anymore. Sure enough, it works. Maybe no. Really, oh, we need to log in first. I was gonna say I would be very surprised if this does not work. I really think that was it. Bob. Yep. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it works. You can create Secret burritos for our user. Let's try signing up. Create a brand new user. ta, no secret burritos. We can create them. All right, awesome. I'm sorry, guys, that we found, like, I had just forgot to do this little token thing, and it messed things up. But this is it. The project is over. This is one way to implement GraphQL in the front end of your website using React. You know, I did very little with Redux, and most of the time we were just adding things to the props right here and then accessing it that way. And as you can see, it works out pretty well if you remember to add the token, that is. And now everything is working smoothly. Also, this was the Redux add-on that I was talking about that we added to our state. This lets you just like look at the actions that occur. It's pretty cool. I recommend Googling these if you don't have them. React Dev Tools. That's what I've been using this whole time. We don't need this anymore. We don't need this anymore. I think they have it for Firefox and other browsers as well. But this is a must for developing with React, and the same thing for Redux. It's very helpful. But yeah, we're done with the project. I hope you liked it. I hope this helps and it makes more sense how you can actually implement a front end now, how you can make mutations and queries from React and then update your UI accordingly by refetching and getting the data. I'm going to make one more video after this for those of the people that skipped and aren't listening to me right now, which is probably the majority, and just show you the end and wrap it up again. So you don't have to watch if you watched up to here. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.